Reeves is back as John Wick, but is Chapter 4 another bullseye in the series or a misfire? Here to tell us if we should see it or skip it is Patrick Beatty. So let's talk John Wick Chapter 4. Is it the fourth time a charm?
Oh, absolutely. And in fact, all of them are charms, but this fourth one seems to be hitting a lot of people the right way. It's probably one of the best action films of the past 5 years, if not maybe the past 10, though an argument can be made for Top Gun Maverick or Mad Max Fury Road. Baba Yaga is back, and he's trying to find a way out of this crazy assassin world that has put tons and tons of hits on him. The high table wants his head, and he needs to find a way to get out of it. He might have found a way, but it's going to put him against one of his closest friends, head to head. He's going to have to go against Bill Skarsgård, literally Pennywise with a French accent, which might not be the best, but I would say this is one of the strongest films of the whole series. It's, for me, right up there with number 3 being the top one for me, and Keanu Reeves just does so well with the stunts, with the choreography, and the directing by Chad Stahelski is absolutely incredible.
I think the cinematography, and I've only seen the trailer, and it does draw you in.
Right, they draw you in the action scenes. This last hour of it is just non-stop action, like stuff that you've never seen on screen. There's an overhead shot that pans through room to room, and if you've ever played this video game called Hotline Miami, it looks exactly like an old video game that you used to play. It's incredible, one of the best films.
But you do have to be prepared for a lot of gunfire.
Oh yeah, lots of gunfire. If you're going into this thinking it's going to be a quiet film, you're in for a rude awakening, but you go in for the violence, you go in for the fun, and to have a little bit of a silly story, kind of like Fast and Furious.
Okay, and I do like the John Wick theme here.
Yes.
You look very dapper. All right, Succession, also Chapter 4, Season 4.
Right, Succession, this is the final season for this too. I know we're losing Ted Lasso, now we're losing Succession, which could be the complete opposite of how you feel.
Okay, Patrick.
I don't know how to feel after this, but all I can say is Succession is one of the best written shows on HBO right now. It's on HBO Max. The first 3 seasons are up. Kieran Culkin is incredible. Brian Cox is one of the best actors of his generation, and you just get so much of an intrigue in this horrible family that are just trying to like burn each other, whether in public life or corporate life, really destroy each other, like Roger Ailes' family kind of, but you get a look into them. It's very fascinating. It's definitely one I'd say you need to watch.
Can you just jump in Season 4? Do you really have to see 1, 2, and 3?
This, I think you could probably jump into a couple episodes of 4, but once you want to establish those family dynamics and who doesn't like who, it'd be worth going into the first season. They're very short episodes.
Okay, so far we're seeing it.
Definitely.
Okay, the next one is A Good Person. Which one is that all about?
Do you like Zach Braff movies? Have you seen?
I do.
Okay, so if you like Garden State, if you like, I think he did Obvious Child, I'm not entirely sure, but it is a very interesting film that dances between grief and a little bit of joy too. The tone is a little unbalanced in a lot of ways, but Florence Pugh's incredible. This is one of Morgan Freeman's strongest performances in a long time. I don't know if it deserves your money theatrically, but I do think it deserves a watch once it hits streaming, somewhere where you can be at home and just cry your eyes out and just feel the feelings of the movie. It's definitely a C, but not for theaters.
Florence Pugh, I'm surprised. She has a great range.
Oh yeah, and her and Zach Braff are married, so this is a really good pairing for them. He wrote this with her in mind, and so really touching story, really emotional story.
See it or skip it, Patrick?
That would be a see it, but just on streaming.
Borderline on streaming. Yep. Okay, where can we follow you and catch all of your reviews?
Well, next week we're going to be talking about 2 big video game adaptations, Dungeons and Dragons and Tetris.
I'm excited for Tetris has a movie. That's enough for a movie. All right, we'll just have to see what you think. All right, you're on all the social media platforms and of course on PatrickBeattyReviews.com. Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you.
We know what to watch this weekend. We will be right back with more Daily Dish right after this short break.